Hey everybody, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead.
Start again. I had to look at my mic. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Are you ready? Yes. I start. Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. Ben and Denise here, and Katie and Decker running around with us this morning on this chilly morning. And Merry Christmas. Well, no, not Merry Christmas. It seems like it was just Christmas.
I was like, what?
Next week's Valentine's Day. And you know what? Before you know it, you better get your seeds in the ground. That's what we want to talk about today. So, we have gone through our seeds and what we want to plant. And, got in and checked to see when we need to get those in the ground, whether they're going to be inside or direct sow. And you've got it all written out on the calendar.
Well, yeah, so this is just the start of our garden planning. So the first thing you want to do when you're starting your garden, just like we've done, is to go through and determine what is it that we want to plant. So we know we're going to be planting catnip. So,
well, we should say we want to plant everything. What do we have room to plant?
Yes. So we want to plant catnip. Now, we are in the process of designing a medicinal and a kitchen herb garden that will be just out our back door.
Zone 1.
Yes, Zone 1. We will take you along as we start to build that, but we know catnip is one of the things that we want to grow. So one of the things you're going to want to do is look at your seed packet and determine. So this says to start indoors 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost. So what we do is we calculate when our last frost date is, which for here is
April 22nd.
Yep, April 22nd. So then we look on the calendar and determine how many weeks before our last frost date to start indoors. Now, spring and fall are a little tricky here. We get early frosts and we get late frosts. We've had a heck of a time growing peas because of that. So we're going to actually give this, it says 4 to 6 weeks before last frost. We're actually going to give these 6 weeks just because we know that we get early and late frosts here. We know we're going to have a late frost in the spring. It happens every single year.
Well, next week we're going to be almost 60 degrees, so anything that's out there is going to start blooming, and then you know we're going to get another hard freeze before it's over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So then what I do is I come on here, knowing how our freezes work, knowing our last frost date, and I start to mark on the calendar what we need to start indoors. So we've already started our shallots, our leeks, our celeries. We started some artichoke. We also started some onion. And then I start some more on the 8th. And then as you can see, I've got listed here each date that we're going to be starting each of the plants that we want to grow. And we've got it all the way through May. And then we've even got some that we're going to be putting out later in May. So just a quick way that you can start your garden planning and getting it down, knowing, hey, these are the seeds I want to start. All right, what do I need to start indoors and what do I need to direct sow? And we just put SI for starting indoors and we put DS for direct sow.
And, I started out by jokingly saying Merry Christmas. Well, our live Christmas tree is still sitting in the front yard. We haven't had a chance to plant it yet. I mean, it feels like it was just Christmas, and some of you already need to be getting those seeds in the ground. I mean,
especially in the warmer zones.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and it's been so rainy, and it's been rainy, muddy, snowy, wet, and then we get a warm day, and then it goes back to rain. So it's the main reason we haven't been able to get
Well, we'll show you a picture. It's a heavy tree. I mean, we paid the same amount for that as we would have a cut tree in this
bare root tree.
Bare root tree, yeah.
Bare root tree.
Yeah, so we'll take a picture and throw that in the video for you. But
yes, Norwegian spruce, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, really pretty. Smells good. No.
Yes.
But it's heavy. It didn't make it in the house. It was that heavy.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, so let us know what you're planting, and if you've already planted, are you ahead of us? Hi, Katie. Or have you even thought that, or even realized that you need to get these things started? Mm-hmm. We've got the warming mats and the grow lights inside ready and going, and
yeah, we can't put them in the shop because
it's
mice.
Too cold.
Well, no mice.
And, we had some out there last year that they got dug up. And, yes, Katie. Don't let Katie fool you. She's already had her breakfast.
So just wanted to give you just a quick guide on how we start planting our garden. Obviously, we'll be laying out our garden, and we'll take you along when we actually start to lay out where we're going to plant things, how we're going to plant them. But this is just to get you started, and how we get started. Calendar, figure out what seeds we want, last frost date, start indoors or direct sow. Super easy.
So.
And this is the fun part, because we get to plan. That's actually the fun part.
Yeah, well, it's hard though, because like I said, we want to plant everything, and there really is only so much room, and we don't want to have cross pollination either. We want to make sure that we're saving the true seeds. So.
Yeah, and we just the spaces that we've already dedicated to food, forest, and garden limit us somewhat, but we are expanding those as we go, and as the soil gets better, then we will be able to do more. But right now.
And I definitely plan on doing some guerrilla gardening. And if you haven't seen Billy's video over at Permapesture's Farm on guerrilla gardening, check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Cool ideas. But on the seed ideas, we've only had a few people respond. If you didn't see, we're talking about doing a seed exchange. We're kind of like what Pinball did last year. We'll send out a box of seeds, and you take some, put some back in, pass it on to the next person, and eventually it gets around to us. Like I said, we've only had a few people express interest, so if you are interested, let us know, because it doesn't do anybody much good to, for 3 people to pass it along. It kind of loses its oomph and excitement. So. Well,
and we want to have different seeds so that people might grow something they normally wouldn't think of growing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
Yes.
neat.
So if you're interested in the seed exchange, email us at renewedhomestead@gmail.com. And then if we get enough people, we'll go ahead and send out instructions. And
so let us know on that. And remember, you can always find our videos on Rumble. We upload there. We also add them to our website at renewedhomestead.com. And you can also find our shop there. And anything else?
There was, but it went out of my head. So
she gets so tongue-tied around me. It's part of my charm.
Yes. So
should we tell them what we're doing today?
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah. Well, we had so much fun exchanging animals with Pastor Lon and Robbie Lynn. We're going back down to South Carolina. We're picking up Mama Goat.
Yes, we're meeting them for lunch.
We're meeting them for lunch, and little Goat, you might even hear her in the background down there. She's yelling for her mama.
She's having a hard time. We tried to put her in. We've even gotten we've even put Gabby Goat in with her, just trying to, she's struggling a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and get Mama, and apparently Mama's struggling too, so we're going to go ahead and get Mama and reunite them today.
Yeah.
I know we're suckers. I feel so bad. She's such a sweet little goat, and she's really struggling. So once she has Mama, she'll be better, and then we'll be able to get him up with the goats and the sheep.
Yep. So we'll get this video up before we head out,
and we also have new baby rabbits.
We do. More baby rabbits.
Born yesterday.
We don't know. We're not going to touch them. It's too soon, but you can see the fur in the
I went in
nest
and looked. It looks like there's 5 or 6.
Oh, are there? Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't want to mess with them, but you can see the fur all moving around in there. So.
Mm-hmm. Travis's dogs.
Something's got the neighbor's dogs going. So anyway, all right. Well, I hope you are well, and make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And
yes.
Good. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. God bless. Go in peace, serve the Lord, and get your pet spayed and neutered. Bye, everybody. Take care.
We'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.